It's the Arena League, Arena Football, coming up on 99 The Wave and Radio on the Go on YouTube. I'm John Moinkle coming to you from inside the Unidome. Today, it is the regular season finale in the Arena League as the Iowa Woo play host to the North Division leading Nebraska Siege. Once again, welcome to today's broadcast as the Woo are eliminated from playoff contention and will look to close the regular season here today on as high of a note as possible. They are 3-4, coming off of a dominant victory at home last week over the Eau Claire Axemen. Meanwhile, the Nebraska Siege are 6-1 on the season in the driver's seat right now in the North Division standings, needing a win today to clinch the overall top spot and home field advantage throughout the Arena League playoffs. They had their first loss of the season last week against the St. Joseph Ghosts. So if they were to lose today, both them and St. Joe would be 6-2 in the league, and it would come down to a tiebreaker to decide who ends up coming out on top and whether or not Nebraska earns the top overall seed in the Arena League playoffs. All right, here's the head toss, the coin toss. Whether it's going to be heads or tails, we will find out. And here comes the referee with the call. All right, Iowa will receive the opening throw-off here for this regular season finale, no matter what happens here today for the Woo, and they will look to see what they can do here against the league-leading Nebraska Siege. It'll be a tall task, certainly, but the Woo were definitely up for the challenge. They've played better and better as the year has gone on, and while they won't be going to the playoffs here this year, they've still got a chance to turn some heads here in the final week of the Arena League action. The crowd has made its way in. Looks like about what we've seen here throughout the first few games of the regular season, so a pretty normal crowd, I would say. And it is just about time for the opening throw-off. Iowa will receive it. They'll be moving from left to right, from south to north here on this Unidome field. There's Victor Mann out there, rallying the troops one last time here for the season, finishing up his second year as the head coach of the Iowa Woo, and this will complete the first season of home games being played inside the Unidome rather than at the Cattle Congress. So we are just about ready to roll. Trayvon Culver will be back to receive this opening throw-off, standing at his own goal line. And here comes the throw-off from Nebraska's Vince Brown, and we are underway. It angles to the right, and it's returnable for Colbert down to the near side of the field and gets plowed down shy the 15-yard line, right up along the boards. And with that, Iowa will start their first drive of the game about midway through their own territory, moving from left to right, as I see it from my press box location here inside the Unidome. And just a refresher, if you're new to the Arena League, it is a 50-yard field. There is no kicking whatsoever. There is only throwing when it comes to what would be your typical kicking plays in football. I'll explain that in greater detail, but we are ready to roll as the Woo started their own 15-yard line with Vernon Sharp playing quarterback, dropping back to pass, throws it deep down the left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Trayvon Colbert, running a flyer out down the far side of the field, and Sharp starts 0 for 1 here for this game. Well, 62-24 over Eau Claire last week for the Iowa Woo. It was a tight first quarter, but all Woo throughout the second, third, and fourth quarters. In fact, holding the Axemen to just one touchdown throughout the final 45 minutes of game time. Back in the shotgun formation is Sharp. Low snap, scoops it up, throws it on a slant pattern over the middle. This is caught by the Stevan Chapman, cutting up across the 25-yard line. And with that, the Woo have first down yardage into Nebraska territory. "12 yards on the pickup that time for the first completion of today's game. That was Kyvon Smith on the reception. Low snap, and Sharp just has to eat this one. Now it's still free, still bouncing back inside the 10-yard line, and Nebraska's going to get on top of it It's Evan Simons, a defensive back for the Siege, flying up in there and ultimately scooping up the ball. That was a low snap the whole way through, and the Woo have a turnover on their third snap of the game. So Iowa's going to have to bounce back. It'll be 1st and goal for Nebraska. Down at the 5-yard line, make it the 4-yard line of Iowa, and a chance for them to get on the board right away after the opening drive fumble. So they've had both Songa Yates and Jalen Parker. It is going to be Yates coming out to play QB here for Nebraska today. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Now he puts one of his receivers in motion, and we got a flag that comes in right as the ball was snapped. It was a pitch play to the left here to Elijah Gray, but let's see what the head referee says. All right, so that'll push the Siege backwards 5 yards. That'll make it 1st and goal from the 9 rather than the 4-yard line. So no kicking here in this league. The PATs, you can go for 1 from the 5-yard line or 2 from the 10-yard line. And there's throw-offs instead of kickoffs. Here's the snap here to Yates. Now he's going to take off between the hash marks and take it into the end zone for the Nebraska touchdown. And the Siege go up 6-0 here with 12:41 to go in the first quarter. 9 yards on that rushing touchdown by Yates. And the Siege have taken care of business, getting a takeaway, and then driving this one in on the score on their first offensive snap of the game. They're going to go for 1 from the 5-yard line. Yates takes the shotgun snap. He looks to throw, dancing the feet. Now he takes off to the left. He's out of the pocket. He's locked into a throw. He pump fakes, fires it toward the back of the end zone. Leaping catch is made by Daquan Dudley. And with that, the Siege go on top, 7-0. Nebraska 7, Iowa 0. Here is 12:27 to go in the first quarter.
Did you know Murphy's does water softeners? That's right. Check with Murphy's Heating and Plumbing for water right softeners and filtered drinking water systems for your home. Soft water is important for washing and bathing, and great tasting drinking water. Well, everyone loves that. Get your water right water softener or drinking water system today in Hampton at Murphy's. Also with water heaters, new toilets, furnace filters, and more in stock.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Christian.
$12:27 to go in the first quarter. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 7-0. John Moenkel with it here inside the Unidome. Oh. So we had a penalty on the PAT actually, and it's going to remain 6-0. So the 1-point conversion into the end zone is going to be waved off. And with that, Nebraska will throw off here from Daquan Dudley. And Trayvon Colbert is back to return now for the Iowa Woo. Here comes the throw off from the end zone. Here it comes, angling to the left, bounces into the end zone, over top the boards and out of bounds. And that'll be a touchback. And with 12:15 to go in the first quarter, Iowa will start their second drive of the game at the 15-yard line. They got 3 snaps in before fumbling, ultimately giving the ball to Nebraska at the 5-yard line. Make it the 4-yard line. There was a 5-yard penalty on the snap, backed it up to the 9, and quarterback Songa Yates took it in for the rushing score. So here we go, 1st and 10 Iowa at their own 5-yard line here after the touchback. Vernon Sharp is alone to the backfield. Receiver on the left side goes in motion. He's back to pass in the end zone. Taken off to the left, gets rid of it, over top the boards and out of bounds. He just had to let that one fly to avoid the safety. There were 2 safeties in last week's game against the Eau Claire Axemen. And Sharp does a good job of avoiding that one right there. Well, it'll be interesting to see what kind of moves are made here in the Iowa Woo offseason. See if they go out and try to get some more playmakers after kind of a down year this year. Coming in 3-4. Looking for an upset win to finish 500 on the year. Sharp in the end zone. Looks to throw, gets rid of it outside the hash marks, deep down the left sideline. Incomplete pass. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Trayvon Colbert, the intended receiver, on the deep fly pattern down the left side of the field. And Vernon Sharp is now just 1 for 4 passing for 12 yards in the game. All right, big time opportunity here for the Iowa Woo. 3rd and 10 at their own 5-yard line. You got single receivers to each side. Sharp in the shotgun. He sends a receiver in motion on the right, on the far right side. Takes off between the hash marks. He's going to run with it. Still on his feet. He's got the 1st down. Down the near sideline. Trucks a man just shy of the 25-yard line. Vernon Sharp using those legs, and it's an Iowa Woo 1st down. Moves the sticks all the way to the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 20 on the ground. 1st and 10 Woo right at midfield. Ball spotted between the hash marks. 2 receivers here on the right side and 1 out to the left. Here's Sharp. Quick throw, batted down, almost intercepted by the Nebraska Siege. Jaleel Holmes, one of the linebackers, had it right in the breadbasket, swatted it down rather than going for the interception. And Iowa gets bailed out on that one. 2nd down and 10. Sharp in the shotgun formation here with Trayvon Colbert lined up at the slot on the right side. He goes in motion. Now it's the snap. They go over the middle. Incomplete pass. There was a hard collision as they were trying to fire it down to Kyvon Smith over the middle on a deep post pattern. But now the 4th straight incompletion thrown by Sharp. 3rd and 10 at the 25-yard line. Iowa needs a conversion here. At the very least, they need yardage to make the 4th down easier. Smith is the wideout here on the right side. They've got Colbert out left. Here's the shotgun snap to Sharp. It's a dump-off pattern here on the near side. Looks to be Stephon Chapman still fighting for yardage. Did he get the 1st down? Yes, he did. Got out across the 15-yard line, and forward progress carried him a little bit further. From the 25 down to the 10, that's a pickup of 15 yards. Here we go. A little bit of a bobbled snap. They throw it to the near side where it's caught along the boards. That'll be a gain of 5 yards through the air. So back-to-back pass completions by Vernon Sharp. Didn't see exactly that was. Checking the replay, that was Kyvon Smith again. So here we go. 1st and goal now from the 5. Sharp rolls out to the right. Now he's locked in to throw outside the hash marks. Fires it toward the back of the end zone, and incomplete pass. It was caught, then bobbled, then ultimately dropped. That'll bring up a 3rd down. They were trying to get it to Kyvon Smith in the back of the end zone, in and out of his hands. That would have been a sure touchdown. 3rd and goal from the 5 now for the Woo. Motion man to the left. Here's a slant pattern over the middle, just shy of the goal line. It was completed down to Kyvon Smith, but a hard hit by Evan Simons coming out of the secondary for the Nebraska Siege. 4th and goal now from the 1. It's a toss play to the left, and this one goes backwards. Forward progress is going to be no gain at best, and Iowa turns it over on downs. They tried tossing it left to Trayvon Colbert, but could not go anywhere. In fact, they lose 3 yards. So Iowa turns it over on downs. Now they'll have to dig deep as the Siege will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line. They're wearing the road white jerseys with red numbers and text, black helmets, red pants, white cleats. Iowa's wearing the alternate unis today. Black helmets, light gray jerseys with light blue numbers. Nearly impossible to see the numbers from the press box. Same gray colored pants. Here's the quarterback rolling out to the left. Songa Yates gets rid of it on his first pass attempt of the game. There is a flag that came down. All right, so the result of that play is nullified. Instead of a 2nd and 10, it'll be 1st and 5 now for Nebraska. They'll move it out to the 9-yard line. So a mistake committed there by the Woo. And that'll make it that much easier for the Siege here on this set of downs. 1st and 10 from or 1st and 5 from their own 9-yard line. It's a run play to the right, churning those legs. This is Elijah Gray taking it down the near sideline, out across midfield to the 20 to the 15, and tackled down along the near side boards. Down to the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 24 yards on the ground by Elijah Gray. 1st and 10 now for Nebraska. 5:51 to go here in the first quarter. They lead at 6-0 over the Woo. This one is fired over the middle, caught on a drag pattern. Churning those legs. This is David Brown fighting for the end zone down inside the 5. Will be a little bit short of the score. From the 17 down to the 2. That's a gain of 15 yards through the air to David Brown. That's the first pass completion of the day for Songa Yates. 1st and goal now for the 2-yard line. Still a running back in the backfield. They hand it off to him. Gray looking to take it right side. Pounded along the far side boards. This will be a loss of yardage. It was a sweep to the right by Elijah Gray. Goes backwards a couple yards. Now it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. His first run of the game went for plus 24. That one goes for -2. 2nd and goal from the 4. Yates will start in the shotgun formation and sends the receiver in motion on the right side. Back to throw, locked into the pass outside the hash marks. Fires it to the end zone, and a diving catch is made by David Brown for the Nebraska Siege touchdown. And it absolutely quiets the crowd in attendance here inside the Unidome. David Brown now 2 catches for 19 yards. In the passing game, Songa Yates is 2 for 2 for 19. That increases Nebraska's lead to 12-0, and they're going to go for 2 from the 10-yard line. You've got Daquan Dudley checked in as a wide receiver here on the left side. All 3 receivers are lined up left, actually. Here's Yates back to pass, rolls out left, stays behind the 10-yard line, and gets pounded outside the boards. It gets toppled over and goes through here over to the near sideline and out of bounds. So he'll get assist back up, and that will be that. And with 4:22 to go in the first quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 12-0.
Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
4:22 to go in the first quarter. The Nebraska Siege 12, the Iowa Woo 0. Here comes the throw off from the Siege, and that'll bounce into the end zone over top the end boards, and that will be a touchback. It was a 4-yard touchdown pass from Songa Yates to David Brown in the end zone. The 2-point conversion attempt was no good. So that means it remains a 12-0 lead here for Nebraska. The league-leading Siege are looking just like it today. Coming off of their one and only loss of the season so far at home against the St. Joseph Goats last week. They're They're 6-1 now, and St. Joseph is 6-2. Of course, St. Joseph lost to Iowa in what was an upset here a few weeks back, down in St. Joe. So 3:49 to go in the first quarter. So delay of game gets called against the Woo. They'll back it up half the distance to the goal and place it down to the 2.5-yard line. So now 1st and 12.5 from their own 2.5-yard line. The line to gain is the 15. Vernon Sharp starts in the shotgun formation here. Motions the receiver from the left side to the right side, now back to pass. It's a comeback pattern here on the near side, caught by Smith, takes it up the sideline, fighting for the line to gain. And it'll be brought down just shy of the sticks. Looks to be a gain of 9 through the air to Kyvon Smith. They are going to say it's just enough for a first down, however. So they pick up 12 yards through the air. Vernon Sharp is now 4 of 10 for 48 yards passing. 1st and 10 Woo at their own 15-yard line. Receiver in motion on the right side. The snap is fumbled again. Ball is still bouncing around. Someone trying to get on top of it here on the near side. Who's going to end up with the football? Refs blow the play dead. And who's got possession? It's going to be Nebraska ball. That's the second time here in this game already that Vernon Sharp has fumbled the snap. And in both instances, Nebraska has recovered the loose ball. So there's 2 turnovers by the Woo. 2 turnovers and a turnover on downs deep in opponent territory. That is what the Woo have accomplished on offense here today so far. Now they got to really step up defensively and avoid going down 3 scores. 12-0 Siege, 2:58 to go in the first quarter. Yates will start in the shotgun. And this is going to get blown up in the backfield. They were trying to do some misdirection. They faked one handoff. Yates ended up keeping it on a QB keeper to the left after they faked an end-around handoff. And that's going to be a loss of 4 yards. Back to the 16-yard line. Yates goes backwards for 4. 2nd down and 14. The line to gain is the 2. Motion man on the right side. They get pressure in the backfield immediately, and incomplete here from Yates. Went to throw it quickly. He was under pressure. Looked like one of his receivers, Dudley, was looking to cut inside, but could not get there by the time the ball was released. So back-to-back incompletions here by Songa Yates. And here's the snap. And now he loses the football. After rolling out, he scoops it up, got almost back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's going to be a 4th and long here for Nebraska. They'll back it up a yard to the 17-yard line. Yates goes backwards for 1. All right, here we go. 4th and 15. Yates takes the shotgun snap, empty backfield, looking downfield, lobs it up, back of the end zone. A leaping catch is made along the boards by Daquan Dudley. Did he have the feet down? Yes! It's going to be a touchdown for Nebraska. Unbelievable effort by Daquan Dudley, rising up right along the boards and hauling it in for the Nebraska score. He came from the left side of the field, ran a deep post pattern, hauled it up, did almost a somersault over top the end zone boards. And that was impressive right there. 17 yards on that touchdown. And Nebraska's going to go for 2 from the 10-yard line. Here is the snap to Yates. Line drive pass to the end zone. It is caught for the 2-point conversion by Joseph Hampton, the running back. So the two-point conversion puts Nebraska in front, 20-10, here with 39 seconds left in the first quarter.
Telephone company has been in business for over 120 years. Their 8-person staff has a combined total of over 135 years of experience providing high-quality service to the area. They currently provide broadband and streaming video services to several area communities in Butler and Franklin counties. Dumont Telephone Company is currently investing millions of dollars into the latest technology, fiber to the home, to make sure all rural residents have access to a high-quality broadband and streaming video services.
The Nebraska Siege 20, the Iowa Woo 0, with 39 seconds left in the first quarter. All Siege here in this one. It was a 17-yard touchdown pass from Songa Yates to Daquan Dudley. And it's bouncing into the end zone. And it's going to be a touchback here on the throw-off. All right, so they will start at their own 5-yard line after the touchback. So far, the Woo's drives have resulted in 2 turnovers on fumbled snaps recovered by the Siege. Then they had a turnover on downs deep in opponent territory when it was 4th and goal from the 4. Or from the 1, actually. Ended up moving it back to the 4 because it was a loss of yardage on that turnover on downs. Empty backfield here for Vernon Sharp at QB. Motions the receiver on the right side, throws it to the right on a comeback pattern, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Trayvon Colbert on the short curl on the right side. Vernon Sharp is now 5 of 12 passing for 48 yards. Good for 9.6 yards per completion. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Nebraska Siege 20, the Iowa Woo 0. The second quarter's next.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing.
When it comes to plumbing, heating, and air conditioning, choose Murphy's Heating and Plumbing of Hampton. Check murphysheating.com.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
We head to the second quarter. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 20-0. And we just had an incomplete pass by Vernon Sharp here right out of the quarter break. And now it's 3rd and 10 for the Woo from their own 5-yard line after back-to-back incompletions to start this drive. Well, it's been a rough day offensively so far for the Woo. 2 turnovers on fumbled snaps and a turnover on downs down to the 1-yard line of Nebraska. And now they're on their 4th drive of the game, and now a movement up front. Flags come in, and they throw the flags before the ball is snapped and whistle it dead. So that'll be half the distance to the goal. We'll make it 3rd and 12. 14-13 to go here in the second quarter. Siege 20, Woo 0. So far, Vernon Sharp is 5 of 13 passing for 48 yards. So now they'll back it up here, and they've got some things to work through here. It's the last game of the season, no matter what, for the Woo. They are eliminated from playoff contention regardless of today's result. Here's the snap to Sharp. He bobbled it again. Throws a slant pattern on the right side. This is going to be caught, but shy of the sticks. Trayvon Colbert on the reception. And this will be a gain of 7 yards. And Iowa is going to go ahead and surrender on the 4th down. So Trayvon Colbert gains 7, but that is it. And now Nebraska will take over. There is no punting in this game because there is no kicking. Instead of punts, you can choose to surrender, which will give the opponent the ball at their own 15-yard line, and that is exactly what the Woo just did, rather than trying to convert a 4th and 5 from their own 10. So here's Songa Yates. Empty backfield in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to throw, takes off to the right, dumps it off. He kind of shovel passed it. It's Vince Brown taking off down the near sideline, and he's down inside the 10. From the 15, across the 25, all the way down to the 8. That is a gain of 27 yards through the air. And now we got a whistle and a penalty flag coming out here. So another mistake by the Iowa Woo. First and goal now from inside the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 4. Yates takes the shotgun snap. Look at a sweep play to the right. Here comes a flag. That was a handoff to Elijah Gray. However, we'll see what the penalty ends up being. as that could end up being a loss of yardage. All right, so that'll be holding against the Siege. Backing it up 10 yards. The run ultimately will be nullified then. So they'll back it up to the 14-yard line. .12:32 to go here in the second quarter. Nebraska 20, Iowa 0. Second and goal from the 14-yard line. Nope, first and goal now. They changed the down marker back after the penalty. Vince Brown lines up in the left slot. Now he goes in motion. Here's the snap to Yates. Rolls left, locked into throw, lobs it up, back of the end zone. What a catch! Leaping up and making the play was Vince Brown in the end zone. Two defenders surrounding him as well, and that is a 14-yard touchdown pass from Saga Yates to Vince Brown, and the Siege increased their lead to 26-0 here early in the second quarter. They're going to go for two from the 10-yard line. Brown lines up as the single receiver to the right side. Hampton is in at running back, and it's Brown out left. Yates in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Lobs it up, finds Hampton on the near side, looks to shuffle, but ultimately is chopped down. Here on the near side, Rodrigo Lewis, one of the defensive backs of the Woo, there to help make the stop. And with 11:56 to go in the second quarter, it's the Nebraska Siege 26, the Iowa Woo 0.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Throw off is returnable for the Iowa Woo. Trayvon Colbert taking it out to the right side. Multiple penalty flags come in. And we'll see what those end up being. With 11:40 to go in the second quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 26-0. And they just had a 14-yard touchdown pass. From Sanga Yates to Vince Brown, 14 yards, and the two-point conversion attempt was no good. So you heard it, there was the penalty on the throw-off return against the Woo, and that'll back the line of scrimmage up to their own 6-yard line. Another long field to drive here for the Woo, 44 yards to be exact. And the gray outlook here this afternoon. Here's the snap to Sharp, who was low, picked it up, lobs it up deep down the right sideline. Almost intercepted. Looking for Trayvon Colbert, but a great play is made by Nebraska defensive back Kentrell Pierce. Going stride for stride down the sideline with Trayvon Colbert. Another incomplete pass by Vernon Sharp, and he's now 6 of 15 through the air. Leslie Owusu is back into the game, returning to the roster here this week after being out. He goes in motion to the right side. Sharp is back to throw over the middle and incomplete. He threw it behind Kyvon Smith, who is running from right to left on the drag pattern. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 now. Third and 10 from their own 6-yard line. The line to gain is the 16. Now it's an empty backfield here for Sharp with the motion man left. Throws it over the middle. It was tipped, but ultimately still caught. And out to about the 16-yard line, the line to gain. That was caught by Malik Allen, the tight end here of the Iowa Woo, for his first catch of the game. And that goes for 11 yards. 11 yards out to the 17-yard line, and they move the sticks, which has been a rare accomplishment here today for the Woo. Here's the snap to Sharp, scoops it up over the middle on a slant pattern once again. Out across the 25-yard line, down to the 20 to the 15. That was Trayvon Colbert on the reception. From the 17 across the 25, down to the 12. That's 21 yards on that pass completion from Vernon Sharp. Trayvon Colbert with his second catch of the game. Here's Sharp taking off between the hash marks on the run. Takes it down inside the 10, down toward the 7-yard line. This will be a gain of 5 yards on the ground by quarterback Vernon Sharp. On his second rush of the game, he's now got 2 for 25. He was very close to being outside the run lane, but does not get the penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5 from the 7. They can move the sticks down to the 2-yard line. Here's Sharp, looking to pass, deep drop back. Being flushed out of the pocket and throws it out the back of the end zone. There's a bunch of people with tables down in that region behind the south end zone. Intended receiver was Kyvon Smith back there. A little bit too far of him on the lead pass. Third and 5. Sharp rolls out to the right. Now he's locked in a throw. Taking off back to the left behind midfield. He's just going to get rid of it and throw it out of bounds. Ended up being the smart play after he got chased backward. He avoids the sack anyway. That was all the way behind midfield. That would have been a massive loss of yardage. But now it's 4th and 5 from the 12-yard line of Nebraska. Definitely go for it territory here for the Woo. Down 26-0 with 7:36 and ticking left in the second quarter. Here's the snap to Sharp. Looks to set the feet, dumps it off over the middle and incomplete. And it lands on the ground at the back of the end zone. And another turnover on downs for the Woo, their second of the game. So with 7:23 to go in the second quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 26-0. And they will take over in their own territory at the 7-yard line after the Woo turn it over on downs. Well, it's looking more and more like Nebraska is going to clinch home field advantage here throughout the entire Arena League playoffs. As long as this score holds, they will do just that and finish their regular season at 7-1. So here we go. Yates will start alone in the shotgun in the empty backfield. Low snap, picks it up, throws it deep, and no one open down the left sideline. They were totally not on the same page there. It looks like they might have been looking for Daquan Dudley to run a fly pattern, but that was just completely not in the vicinity of anyone. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 now from their own 7-yard line. The Woo defense is playing relatively shallow here, just like 5 yards deep at most. So Yates starts in the shotgun with a running back lined up to his left. Motion man here on the right side, and it is a handoff. Gray taking it up the middle, still on his feet. Gains first down yardage to about the 20-yard line and a little bit across. Down to the 21-yard line. That's a pickup of 14 yards on the ground by running back Elijah Gray. And a stout running game here so far for Nebraska. 6 rushes for 40 yards. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Siege 26, Woo 0. Yates the pass, flushed out left, loads up deep toward the end zone, caught. Daquan Dudley for the Nebraska Siege score. 29 yards, and it's all Siege here in this one. Daquan Dudley with his second touchdown catch of the game. That's now 4 passing touchdowns by Songa Yates in the game here for the Siege. They'll go for 1 from the 5-yard line. With 3 receivers bunched up left, here's the snap. Yates rolls out right, sets the feet, fires a line drive pass, caught short of the end zone, and the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. And with 5:26 to go here in the second quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 32-0.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready to refresh your bath or kitchen? Murphy's Heating and Plumbing has your perfect match. From stunning showers to modern toilets, explore endless possibilities in Murphy's exclusive vendor showroom. Stop by on Highway 3 East in Hampton or call for your personal showroom tour. Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, transforming your dreams into reality.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the radio.
The throw off is returnable for Trayvon Colbert down inside his own 5-yard line, takes it out across the 10, and the play will be stopped a little bit shy of the 15-yard line. 5 minutes and 11 seconds left until halftime. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 32-0 here in the season finale for the Woo. This will be it. They will not be in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Nebraska with a win today, as long as this score holds, will be the top seed in the Arena League playoffs and will have home field advantage all the way through. So they'll start at their own 14-yard line. The Woo will, as they try to find some sort of offense here. Victor Mann shares the strategy here. And here we go. The lineup, 2 receivers out to the far side and a single man to the left. Sharp in the shotgun, and a flag comes in. The play clock was ticking down to 0. That is the second delay of game penalty by the Woo here in this game so far. So they've got Leslie Owusu in. Also sent out Trey Henderson, one of his first series of the game. Here's the snap to Sharp. In some pressure, evades it, lobs it up down the left side. Owusu almost made a one-handed catch at the 25-yard line. Not able to haul it in, however, and that'll bring up a second down. Sharp is now 8 of 22 passing in the game for 87 yards. No touchdowns or interceptions, however. And now it's second down and 10. Here's the pass. They'll quickly throw it left. He finds Owusu on the short curl. Churns the legs after the 5-yard penalty. Out to the 14-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 yards through the air. It ends a streak of 4 straight incomplete passes by Sharp, as Leslie Owusu records his first catch of the day. And this one gets swatted down for an incomplete pass. And that'll be a 4th down now for the Iowa Woo. The Woo have called a timeout here. Now it'll be interesting to see if they decide to surrender here. It's 4th and 11 from their own 14-yard line. Make it the 13. The line to gain is the 24-yard line. And you're already down 32-0 with 3.5 minutes until halftime. I wonder if they just go for it here by default. You haven't been able to get any stops defensively, and they will come out here and go for it. So they're going for it here on 4th down. You got Owusu lined up as the receiver here on the near side. And another motion man. Here's the snap to Sharp. Looking downfield, fires it deep. Incomplete. Over top the intended receiver, Trayvon Colbert leaped up and took a tumble on the ground. And the Woo turned it over on downs yet again. So 3:26 to go here in the second quarter. Siege 32, Woo 0. All Nebraska here in this one, and they're taking over deep in Iowa territory at the 13-yard line. Here we go. Yates starts in the shotgun, 2 receivers left and 1 right. Empty backfield. Now he sends a motion man into the backfield. That's the running back. And it is a handoff inside zone. It's Gray. Takes it left after receiving the handoff. Fights for yardage. Looks to gain about 3 or 4 out to about the 10. All spotted down to the 10-yard line. Gray picks up 3 on the ground. And he's now got 4 carries for 37 yards, making 39 yards. 2nd and 7 to the 10-yard line of the Woo. Motion man on the left side, that's Dudley. Under some pressure, now we got flags coming in after the snap. And another penalty committed by Iowa. That'll move the ball down to the 5-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 2. So 2nd and 2 from the 5-yard line. 2:41 to go till halftime. The Siege lead it over the Woo, 32-0. Here's a pitch play to Gray, left side. On a sweep, lowers the shoulders, fighting for the goal line, and he will be just shy. He picks up another 4 on the ground. So it does gain 1st down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal from just beyond the end zone, just outside the end zone. And now the penalty flag comes out. Here from head coach Dominic Bramante of the Siege. So Nebraska will challenge it, as Coach Bramante thought that maybe he ended up getting in. All right, here's the replay. He lowered the shoulders, got crunched into the boards over on the far side. And from this particular camera angle, there's really no evidence to say one way or the other, though it did appear he was probably just short. And see, here's another one from an end angle. Now the question is, did the ball break the plane? Ooh, that's going to be really close. The ball was definitely the furthest forward object of his body. All right, so the call is upheld. That was a great play by Ty Anderson, one of the linebackers of the Woo. So it'll stand as a 4-yard gain, making it first and goal from the 1. All right, first and goal from the 1-yard line here for the Nebraska Siege. Already up 32-0. All right. Yates starts in the shotgun. Oh. All right, they'll let it go to the 2-minute warning. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 32-0 here in the 2-minute warning of the first half.
Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Just getting done with a 2-minute warning of the first half. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 32-0, and they have first and goal down to the 1-yard line of Iowa. Yates in the shotgun, and a quick pop pass over the middle is caught by Vince Brown for the 1-yard score. So the Siege increased their lead to 38-0. Vince Brown with his second touchdown catch of the game. Now the refs are getting together. I'm curious as to what the conversation would be here. Certainly was cleanly caught. And still no answer here. Here comes the head ref. All right, that should be pretty obvious right there. Now 5 touchdown passes for Songa Yates. He's 7 of 10 passing for 107 yards. Five of his 7 completions are touchdowns. Half of his total attempts are touchdowns. QBR of 324.88. So here we go, going for 2 from the 10-yard line. Here's Yates looking to pass, lobs it up toward the end zone, incomplete. There's a comeback pattern down to the end zone by Vince Brown, and that'll do it for this particular drive. 1:57 to go until halftime. Siege 38, Woo 0.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 38-0 here with 1:57 until halftime. Here comes the throw off for Nebraska. And it's going to bounce along the sideline. And they blow the play dead. All right, so you heard that. The Woo will certainly take that. We'll start this drive at midfield. All right, let's see what the Woo can do here right before the half. So far, Vernon Sharp is 9 of 25 passing for 91 yards. And here we go. Definitely enough time to get something in here. And here we go. Sharp rolls out to the right, and he just gets rid of it over toward the fans on the far side of the field. And a flag comes in. So we'll see what the result of this ends up being. All right. So that'll move the ball up to the 15-yard line into Nebraska territory. And that'll be first down yardage now for the Woo. Yesterday, St. Joe beat Eau Claire 44-39. Ozarks beat Memphis 26-18. And Arkansas beat Monroe 58-44. Here's the snap to Sharp. Scoops it up. It was a low pass. And it's going to be incomplete. Let's see, did they throw a flag? Some rumbles of thunder outside. Okay. So they got the penalty yardage wrong. Instead of a 10-yard penalty, it was a half the distance to the goal penalty. So that'll make it 1st and 10 out of the 13-yard line instead. So it was as if the previous play did not occur. Here's the snap to Sharp. Being chased into the backfield. Looks to avoid the sack. Gets rid of it over the middle. In fact, it was almost complete to Trayvon Colbert. He was in the vicinity, but could not haul it in. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. A minute 39 until halftime. And here we go, 2nd down and 10. Now 3 straight incomplete passes by Vernon Sharp. A little bit of a low snap, able to scoop it up, lobs it up to middle of the end zone, and that is caught for the Iowa Woo, touchdown. The Iowa Woo get on the board here for the first time in this game. Trey Henderson with a reception. Getting that snag for his first catch of the game, nonetheless. So the Woo get on the board, and they're going to go for 2 from the 10-yard line. Motion man left side. Sharp takes the shotgun snap. Flushed out to the left, throws to the end zone. Hey, that's snagged. Caught by Trayvon Colbert on the side of the end zone, and they get the 2-point conversion. And with 1 minute and 33 seconds left until halftime, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 38-8. A minute and 33 seconds left until halftime. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 38-8. but the Woo just got on the scoreboard. It was a 12-yard touchdown pass from Vernon Sharp to Trey Henderson. Then they threw in a 2-point conversion to Trayvon Colbert. And now here's the throw-off. And it sails out of bounds as Kevin Davis of Nebraska was getting ready to return it. So the Siege get a first down at the 25-yard line right at midfield after the throw-off goes out of bounds. And those are extremely costly right there when that happens. Songa Yates back out onto the field. He's 7 of 10 passing for 107 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions.
It's first down. Come on, let's get behind our defense.
All right, here we go. They've got a running back in the formation as well. 2 receivers to the right side. And they send one in motion. Here's the snap. Yates dumps it off. It's going to be caught by Brown, taking it up the far sideline, all the way down inside the 10 toward the 5-yard line. First and goal coming up now for the Siege, right down at the 10-yard line, as that one gains 15 yards. 15 yards through the air to David Brown, his second 15-yard gain of the day. He's now got 3 catches for 34 yards. First and goal from the 10. Sweet play to the right, and this will be a short run play by running back Elijah Gray down along the sideboards. They're going to say no gain on the play. Nope, they are going to give him 1 yard. Down to 50 seconds left until halftime. Second and goal from the 9. Motion man right side. Yates looks to pass. Fires it. Back of the end zone. Bobbled and incomplete. He was looking for Daquan Dudley back there, but could not deliver it. We're down to 36 seconds left until halftime. The clock has stopped here inside of 2 minutes. It'll be third and goal from the 9. Dudley and Davis are the receivers to the left side, and Hampton is out to the right. Now he motions into the backfield and the left. A flag comes in right at the snap. They throw it left side. It's Daquan Dudley churning those legs, fighting for the goal line. But this could be nullified. Now let's see what we got here. It's quite the atmosphere in here right now because you got the rumbles of thunder outside, and I just saw a lightning strike through this Unidome roof. You can definitely, it's obviously a fixed roof in here, but the center of it, with the material it is, you can definitely tell the brightness level outside. So they'll decline the penalty and make it a 4th and inches. 4th and goal from inches out. All right, 4th and goal from the 1. Kind of surprised they're giving themselves a 4th and goal situation rather than a 3rd and goal situation. So the Woo will call a timeout here. Make sure they get the best possible defensive coverage they can get. There's 28 seconds left until halftime. The Siege lead the Woo 38-8, but a good chance to put another one in right here. But not if the Woo can come up with what would be the biggest stop of the game if they get it. So they'll talk this over here. Now, Nebraska has shown a pretty solid run game so far. Elijah Gray has 6 carries for 44 yards, so that's not too bad right there. So I wouldn't be super surprised to see a handoff here in this situation. You don't see it a whole lot in this league, but the Siege are one of the best teams at doing that. 2 receivers to the left. That's Dudley and Davis. And running back in the formation. That's Hampton. Here's a pop pass into the end zone. Incomplete. Was looking to get it to Vince Brown of the crossing pattern in the back of the end zone. And the Nebraska Siege turn it over on downs. Here with 25 seconds until halftime. All right, so this is gonna give the Woo a little bit of a precarious situation here. First and goal, or 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. "25 seconds left in the first half. And here we go. They break the huddle. 2 receivers left and 1 right. Empty backfield here for Vernon Sharp. Takes the shotgun snap. Heavy pressure. He gets rid of it as he was getting sacked in the back boards, and it's going to be a safety. So he goes backwards for 1. It'll go in the books officially as a 1-yard loss, resulting in the safety, and that increases Nebraska's lead to 40-8. So not a lot going right here for the Woo today. Just when they get a big stop defensively, the very next play, they get a safety scored on them. So here comes the throw off from the Woo. And the Siege have Kevin Davis back to return at his own 4-yard line. Now the Woo are switching out some personnel. Got to make sure they get the right guy out there to do the throw off. And they're going to send in Frankie Solomon Jr. to do the throw off. So he gets the ball from the ref. And here comes the throw off. It'll be returnable for Davis inside his own 5-yard line. Takes off to the left, now cuts to the right at the 10-yard line to the 15, still on his feet, and crashed into the sideboards right around the 15, 16-yard line. So 17 seconds left in the first half. The Siege lead the Woo 40-8. Definitely enough time to put another one in here. They've got all 3 timeouts remaining. Meanwhile, the Woo have just 1 left. So they're at their own 15-yard line. That's where the return came to an end. All right, let's see what they have for personnel. They got Keon Mosey out there for the first time. He lines up as a receiver to the right side. Yates sends a man in motion on the left side. Low snap scoops it up. Now he's going to take off and run toward the sideline, and it'll get pushed to the boards shy of the 25, around the 22. So Yates gains about 7 on that run play. Now 4 rushes for 11 yards. Clock stopped with 11 seconds left. Mosey lines up left, now motions to the right. Dump off here on the right side. It's Dudley. Fights for yardage, still shy of the 25. And they get a timeout called here with 4 seconds left until halftime. So only able to gain about a yard on that play to Daquan Dudley. And that'll be the shortest pass completion of the day so far here for Sangha Yates. So you know this one's going to the end zone. 4 seconds left. Pretty much just only time for one more play. 27 yards out. Let's see if they can make it happen here. And the Woo are not playing very shallow either. Looks like they might rush this on defense here. Here's the snap. Davis going deep. Yates gets rid of it toward Davis. Tipped up and incomplete. Great pass coverage down there by Jamie Vicente Colon of the Woo. And that will bring us to halftime. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 40-8 here in the break.
Did you know Murphy's does water softeners? That's right. Check with Murphy's Heating and Plumbing for water right softeners and filtered drinking water systems for your home. Soft water is important for washing and bathing, and great tasting drinking water. Well, everyone loves that. Get your water right water softener or drinking water system today in Hampton at Murphy's. Also with water heaters, new toilets, furnace filters, and more in stock.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Dumont Telephone Company has been in business for over 120 years. Their 8-person staff has a combined total of over 135 years of experience providing high-quality service to the area. They currently provide broadband and streaming video services to several area communities in Butler and Franklin counties. Dumont Telephone Company is currently investing millions of dollars into the latest technology, fiber to the home, to make sure all rural residents have access to a high-quality broadband and streaming video services.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, We have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing.
When it comes to plumbing, heating, and air conditioning, choose Murphy's Heating and Plumbing of Hampton. Check murphysheating.com.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
It's halftime inside the Unidome where the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 40-8. John Mowinkle with you here on 99 The Wave and Radio on the Go on YouTube. It is the season finale here in the Arena League. The playoffs will begin coming up after the end of this week, but Iowa has been eliminated from playoff contention. So they have just 30 more minutes of football left in their season to try to make something happen. And there is a storm system moving through right now, so there is some loud thunder outside and some lightning strikes that we could see through the white roof of the Unidome here. You can definitely tell the changes in brightness outside. You can't directly see outside, but you can tell whether it's light or dark outside through the Unidome roof. And when those storms got here, it's noticeably darkened up there on the roof here. So, but anyway, Iowa has had a couple of turnovers here throughout this game, some turnovers on downs. They were able to score just once on a touchdown pass to Trey Henderson of 12 yards from Vernon Sharp, but that is it so far. Taking a look at the stats from this game, Vernon Sharp is 10 of 27 passing for 103 yards with 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He's got 3 rushes for 24 yards. Trayvon Colbert has 1 for -3. And in the receiving game so far, Kyvon Smith has 5 for 48. Trayvon Colbert has 2 for 28. Trey Henderson has 1 for 12 with a score. Also, Leslie Owusu has 1 for 4. And Malik Allen has 1 for 11. Now moving over to the numbers for the Nebraska Siege. Sanga Yates is 10 of 16 passing for 132 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Also 4 rushes for 11 yards. Elijah Gray has 6 carries for 44 yards rushing. And in the receiving numbers, the leading receiver as of now is Daquan Dudley with 3 catches for 47 yards, including 2 touchdowns. David Brown has 3 catches for 34 yards, 1 touchdown. Vince Brown, 2 catches for 15 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Joseph Hampton has 1 catch for 9 yards. Total offense, Nebraska has 187, Iowa has 124. We've got about another 7 minutes until we start up the second half. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 40-8. I'll be back with a look at the Arena League scoreboard in just a bit.
Skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with on-the-go media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On The Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready to refresh your bath or kitchen? Murphy's Heating and Plumbing has your perfect match. From stunning showers to modern toilets, explore endless possibilities in Murphy's exclusive vendor showroom. Stop by on Highway 3 East in Hampton or call for your personal showroom tour. Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, transforming your dreams into reality.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On The Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On The Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On The Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa. Did you know Murphy's does water softeners? That's right. Check with Murphy's Heating and Plumbing for water-right softeners and filtered drinking water systems for your home. Soft water is important for washing and bathing, and great-tasting drinking water. Well, everyone loves that. Get your water-right water softener or drinking water system today in Hampton at Murphy's. Also with water heaters, new toilets, furnace filters, and more in stock.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Christian.
We're still at halftime inside the Unidome. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 40-8. The rest of the Arena League scoreboard, all these games were yesterday. The St. Joseph Goats beat the Eau Claire Axemen 44-39. The Ozarks Lunkers beat the Memphis Hound Dogs 26-18. And the Arkansas Diamonds beat the Monroe Greenheads 58-44. So the standings right now in the North Division, Nebraska's in front at 6-1. St. Joseph is 6-2. And if this score holds, the Siege will be the top overall seed in the playoffs at 7-1. Iowa is eliminated from the playoffs at 3-4, and Eau Claire is 0-8. In the South Division, Arkansas is in front at 6-2. Monroe is 4-4. Memphis is 3-5. Ozarks is 3-5. So the playoff picture is mostly set. And if Nebraska holds on to win here today, then it would be straightforward. If they were to lose here today, if the Woo were to come back, then it would come down to a tiebreaker between Nebraska and St. Joseph, who split their series in the regular season. All right, we're just about ready for the second half. I'll have it coming up in a moment.
Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 40-8 as we are just about set for the second half. John Moen coming to you inside the Unidome. It is the season finale here for the Woo. They will be done after today for 2026, completing their third year of existence. And first time that they play games inside the Unidome here this season. Looks like maybe a few more people here for this game than some of the prior three games of the season. And the Woo are out doing their second half warm-ups. The Siege just returned out to the field here as well. And Iowa is scheduled to throw off to start the second half here as they received to start the game. Well, let's see if the Woo can bounce back and try to make a game out of this. It's never over till it's over in arena football. As high scoring as it is and just how chaotic it can be. And they're still doing some warm-ups here. So I'm going to take a timeout. We'll come back with the second half.
Telephone company has been in business for over 120 years. Their 8-person staff has a combined total of over 135 years of experience providing high-quality service to the area. They currently provide broadband and streaming video services to several area communities in Butler and Franklin counties. Dumont Telephone Company is currently investing millions of dollars into the latest technology, fiber to the home, to make sure all rural residents have access to a high-quality broadband and streaming video services.
Here comes the throw off from left to right. It's returnable for the Nebraska Siege down inside the 5-yard line. Kevin Davis takes it up the far side boards. There's a scramble for the football. Did that ball come free? Players are piling on it over on the far side. No indication yet. It looks like it's gonna, it's gonna be Nebraska football. So underway here in the second half, the Nebraska Siege 40, the Iowa Woo 8. All right, Siege will start at their own 20-yard line. Yates starts in the shotgun formation, a single receiver out to the near side. That's Daquan Dudley. He goes in motion, and now movement before the snap on both teams. And I guess the ref's mic was not working properly. That'll be a penalty against the Woo. So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 25-yard line. That's right at midfield on this 50-yard Arena League field. Yates in the shotgun. With a running back lined up to his right, a single receiver each side. Bobbles the snap, loads up, deep down the left side. It's caught for a touchdown on the first play of the second half. Kevin Davis takes it to the house on a fly route down the near side. 25 yards on that catch and run. And the Siege extend their lead to 46-6. And for Kevin Davis, that was his first touchdown catch and first catch overall of this game. So they're going for one from the 5-yard line. Here's the snap. Yates rolls out, fires it to the end zone, incomplete. No one in the area. And with 13 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 46-8.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn.
Here comes the throw off, and it's returnable for Iowa. Fumbled in the end zone. The throw off was muffed, trying to get out of the end zone, and this is going to be stopped short of the 5-yard line. Trayvon Colbert, the throw off returner, dropped the ball and then only got it out of the end zone a couple yards. And forward progress was stopped around the 2 or 3 yard line. Looks like they'll place this thing down at the 2. All right, so the Woo again have their backs against the wall here, and now there's an injury timeout for a Nebraska Siege player over on the far side of the field. Isaiah Nixon appears to be a little bit shaken up. And yeah, that's checking the replay, that throw off. Yeah, Colbert just could not hang on to the ball. Was able to ultimately run forward for a few yards, but forward progress stopped at the 2-yard line. So Isaiah Nixon is the injured Nebraska Siege player, and they're checking him out right now. And he is still seated down on the field. So his helmet came off in the middle of that play. And it looked like it was actually him who ultimately made the tackle. So they're still checking him out over on the far side of the field. Now he gets up to his feet. Yeah, trying to see exactly what happened here. Ooh, he lowered the shoulder. There was a helmet-to-helmet collision between he and Trayvon Colbert, which caused his helmet to just come flying off. So 13:15 to go here in the third quarter. And the Woo will start this drive back at their own 2-yard line. And they're still huddled up before resuming this. And now the Woo players come out and are ready to resume. So there was a review which was upheld, and we're ready to roll. 1st and 10 from their own 2-yard line for the Woo. Motion man on the right side. Here's the snap. And a slant pattern is caught and dropped. Trayvon Colbert could not hang on to it. Incomplete pass for Vernon Sharp. He's now 10 of 28 for 103 yards. 2nd and 10 now. You got Trey Henderson lined up on the right side. Now Colbert motions out left. Here's the snap to Sharp. Throws tipped up and intercepted by the Nebraska Siege. Linebacker Jason Serta with the INT. That is the first of the game thrown by Vernon Sharp. All right, so that'll be a turnover back to the Nebraska Siege here. The first interception thrown of the game by Vernon Sharp. And here we go. Here's the snap. Yates throws left. He finds Mosey. Takes it down inside the 5-yard line. From the 7 down to the 2, that's a pickup of 5. That was the first catch of the game by Mosey as well. 11:49 and ticking to go in the third quarter. The Siege lead the Woo 46-8. Here's the snap. Pitch play to the right. And this will be stopped short. Mosey again. Looks like he's going to end up with no gain at best. Yeah, they'll call it no gain on the play. He got back to the original line of scrimmage. And now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Third and goal from the 2-yard line. Here we go. Here's the snap to Yates. Looking to the end zone to pass. To the back of the end zone. Bobbled and incomplete. Looking for Daquan Dudley. Ran into the end boards. And ultimately bobbled and dropped it. So 4th and goal from the 2. The Siege will obviously go for it here. Bring in a couple different personnel. Dudley is lined up as a deep receiver. Here's a drop back by Yates. Throws it toward the end zone, incomplete. It was tipped it away from the intended receiver, Vince Brown. Ty Anderson there on the pass deflection. And that is a turnover on downs for the Nebraska Siege. The Woo take over. With 10:18 to go in the third quarter, trailing 46-8. And they'll start this drive at their own 2-yard line. Had a safety scored against them back in the first half when they were in this similar scenario. Colbert and Henderson are the receivers to the near side. And here's the snap to Sharp. Throws it to the far side of the field. All right, it's caught. Out to the 5-yard line. Daniel Walker in there. Gain of 3 yards through the air. Sharp throw again over the middle, but incomplete. Looking to find Trayvon Colbert on the deep post. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Sharp now 11 of 31 passing. (106 yards). 3rd down and 7 now. Timeout has been called by the Woo with 9:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Trailing 46-8, and that was their first timeout of the 2nd half. Nebraska still has all 3 of theirs. So Vernon Sharp is now 11 of 31 passing, 106 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Good for 9.63 yards per completion, a passer rating of 68.40. Leading receiver in the game so far is Kyvon Smith, 5 for 48 yards. Timeout is done with, they break the huddle. All right, Colbert checks in as the receiver here on the right side. A single receiver on each side here at this point. You got Henderson back here. He'll be the motion man on this play. And here we go. Here's the snap to Sharp. Rolls out to the left. Looking downfield. Fires it deep. It is caught down at the 10-yard line. Hauled in by Trey Henderson. Deep pass completion. From the 6 down to the 11. That's a gain of 33 yards. .33 yards on the pickup to Trey Henderson of the Iowa Woo. Just his 2nd catch of the game. Sharp rolls out left, throws a pass that's tipped up in the air by one of the pass rushers of Nebraska. And an incomplete pass. Sharp now 12 of 33 for 139 yards. 8:18 and ticking to go in this 3rd quarter. Nebraska 46, Iowa 8. Second and 10, Woo from the 11-yard line of Nebraska. Here's the snap to Sharp. Throws it right, incomplete. On a flood pattern looking for Colbert. Now it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3rd and 11 from. Let's see, they are at the 11-yard line, need 11 yards to score. It's 3rd down and 10. There we go. So not quite a goal-to-go situation. Rolling out left, the end zone, tipped and incomplete. Keyshawn Cunningham, the defensive back of the Siege, there to make the pass deflection. And it's 4th and 10 from the 11-yard line. Obviously, they will go for it here. And they break the huddle. Colbert and Henderson, the receivers, here to the near side. Here's the shotgun snap. Throw it left. Caught shy of the sticks down to the 4-yard line. And that'll be a turnover on downs for the Woo. Malik Allen was there to make the catch after gaining 6 yards, which was not enough to move the sticks. So the Woo turn it over on downs here yet again. Back to the Nebraska Siege, which lead 46-8 here with 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Siege will start this drive back to their own 4-yard line. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff. QB keeper. And Yates is brought down for a loss. -1 for Songa Yates. They'll back it up to the 3-yard line. Looking to get the crowd pumped up here. 2nd down and 11. Yates in the shotgun with all 3 receivers to the right. Here's the snap. There is some movement and a flag comes in and the play is blown dead. So it'll be half the distance to the goal penalty. It was against the offense. And they'll move it back to the 2-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 13. Ball's actually spotted a little bit closer to the 1. Davis is the receiver to the right side. Here's the snap to Yates. Throws it deep left. Intercepted by the Iowa Woo. Taking it down the near sideline. Still on his feet. Frankie Solomon looking to take it to the house. Oh, he pitches it. It's a lateral. It's a pick 6 for Iowa. Frankie Solomon picked it off here on the near side. Cut across to the left side, then pitched it back to Khalil Smith about 5 yards from the end zone, and that is a pick 6 for the Woo. First interception of the game by Songa Yates of Nebraska. And now the Woo will go for 2 from the 10-yard line. All right, here we go. We are ready for play? Maybe. And now the back judge comes in and blows it dead. And now he's still standing there. They're waiting for something. Not sure what. We still have the back judge up here talking to the center. And now are they going to go for 1 instead? Okay, so they ruled that it was not a lateral pass on the pitch from Solomon to Smith. They ruled that it instead was a forward pass. So that's what they were reviewing. So the touchdown is going to come off the board. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty from the spot of where the foul occurred. So that'll give Iowa a 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. So here's the snap to, oh, the snap is fumbled, and it looks like Nebraska recovers it. The snap appeared to hit the running back in the leg, and the Siege have recovered the fumble. Of all things, the Woo just cannot catch a break. Yeah, it was, the ball was snapped. It was kicked forward by the running back, Trey Henderson, who was taken off to begin his route. Because of how bad the snap was, it was down at his feet. And then the Siege ultimately recovered the fumble. So that occurs right after a forward pass on an interception return when they thought it was a lateral on what was originally a pick six, then it got nullified and penalized, and now the Woo turn it over. So it remains 46-8. Yates back to throw here for the Siege. Rolls out to the right, throws across his body, looking for Kevin Davis on a drag pattern, but it's incomplete. Second and 10, Siege from their own 16. Under 5 minutes to go. We're at 4:50 and ticking left in the third quarter. 46-8 Nebraska. Yates alone to the backfield, motions the receiver out to the left side. He has problems fielding the snap. He takes off up the middle, still on his feet, cuts to the left, still on his feet at the 5-yard line, diving for the end zone and is in for a touchdown. He may have started outside the running lane, however. As of now, it's a 34-yard touchdown run, but I have a feeling that this is coming back. Yep, he was outside the run lane. So in this league, the quarterbacks can only take off and run if they are in between the hash marks. So if they go outside the hash marks at any point behind the line of scrimmage, then they are locked into it being a pass play. They can cross the line of scrimmage within the hash marks and then run outside the hash marks, but you have to be totally within the hash marks and have not previously been outside the hash marks before crossing the line of scrimmage in order for it to be a legal run play by the quarterback. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty back to the 11-yard line now. And the clock has stopped with 4:20 to go in the third quarter, and the Siege leading 46-8. All right, now it's second down and 15. And they'll snap this one from, and now we got movement up front, so they won't snap. Movement and a flag. And now they got to decide who moved first. So Daquan Dudley of the Siege gets called for the false start. That'll back it up to the 4-yard line now. All right, so second down and long. The line to gain is across midfield to the 24. Here's the snap to Yates. Over the middle, he's got Dudley. Spun down at about the original line of scrimmage. The 4 to the 16. That gains 12. Dudley now has 4 catches for 60 yards. Here's Yates, dumps it off to the right side. It was caught, but David Brown did not go anywhere. It looked to be a halfback wheel route, but ultimately went for no gain. And that'll make it a 4th down for the Siege. And they will surrender. So Iowa will get the ball at their own 15-yard line with 3 minutes straight up to go in the 3rd quarter. All right, let's see if the Woo can pull something off here and get back on the scoreboard. They've given up just 1 score here to the Siege in the 2nd half so far. But they've had 3 different snaps that have been fumbled and recovered by the defense. Here's a snap to Sharp over the middle, and that is caught. Gain of about 3 or 4 yards. Harold Brooks with his first catch of the game there for the Woo. And that one gains 3. And Vernon Sharp gets sacked emphatically. And now he's still down on the field. So Sharp is a little slow to get up now at this point. And they will take a moment to check out Vernon Sharp, who's still laying down there on the field. See if I can check the replay. Ooh, he might have got a knee twisted or something. Yeah, he's holding the left ankle, it looks like, so that is not a good sign there. So we'll take a timeout here for the injury. With 2:21 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 46-8.
641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
All right, the injury timeout is done with. Vernon Sharp got back up to his feet, and he is walking around here over on the sideline, but he is being replaced at quarterback by Trayvon Colbert. So some more adversity now for the Woo to overcome. And then they just called another timeout. Looks like the Siege did here with 2:12 to go in this 3rd quarter. They lead it 46-8 over the Iowa Woo, and they'll have to operate now with a backup quarterback. Just not what the Iowa Woo were looking to accomplish here in their season finale. They've been eliminated from playoff contention regardless of the result of today's game. but unfortunately have not given this crowd much to cheer for today. So Trayvon Colbert comes out to play quarterback. Usually is a receiver. He takes off on a run, lowers the shoulders, gets across the line of scrimmage by a couple yards. But that's about it. Out to about the 12-yard line, he gains 2. So that'll bring up a 4th down. And Iowa will surrender it back to Nebraska, which will take over back at their own 15-yard line. Clock has stopped with 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And there's 16 minutes and 55 seconds left of football here in the regular season for the Iowa Woo. And they'll flip the field around. And Nebraska will start at their own 15-yard line, moving from right to left down to the south end of this Unidome field. The field is situated on the west half of the Unidome field. An artificial surface laid down on top of the existing field in the dome. Here's a sweep play to the left on a designed run. And Elijah Gray lowers the shoulders and rumbles for a gain of about 12 yards. Here's the snap, and looks like a fake handoff here, and Elijah Gray is going to get spun down in the backfield by several Iowa Woo defenders. Jay Wright, among others, in there to make the stop for the Woo, as that one reverses for 3. Elijah Gray now 7 carries for 41 yards. 2nd down and 13. Here's the snap. And this is lobbed up and caught by Vince Brown, as it's a new quarterback out there for the Nebraska Siege, I believe. Yeah, Keon Mosey is out there. He was the quarterback for that one. But now they got, trying to get the number on this guy here. Low snap, picked up, and this is actually Gray. That's going to go backwards for about 3 yards. So Elijah Gray backwards for 3. Him playing quarterback here in this game is not something that we envisioned happening. So it's 4th and 5 now for the Siege. The line to gain is the 13-yard line in Iowa territory, and the 3rd quarter is going to come to a close. Nebraska 46, Iowa 8. The 4th quarter is next.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing.
When it comes to plumbing, heating, and air conditioning, choose Murphy's Heating and Plumbing of Hampton. Check murphysheating.com.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Let's head to the fourth quarter. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 46-8. And it's a 4th down and 5 for the Siege at the 18-yard line of Iowa. And they are going for it. Elijah Gray is now playing quarterback. He was playing running back. 2 receivers left and 1 right. And a motion man, that's Mosey into the backfield. Here's the snap to Gray. Rolls right. Shovels it forward where it is caught. And this will be 1st down yardage down to the 5. Caught by Vince Brown. And that'll be a gain of 13 yards. And a 1st down for the Siege. First catch of the game by Vince Brown that was not a touchdown. He's now got 3 for 28. 1st and goal from the 5. Here's the snap. Brown looking to keep it between the hash marks. And a flag is thrown at the end of the play. Yeah, I was wondering about that illegal quarterback run. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty, making it 1st and goal from there. And now Sonia Yates has come back onto the field. So it looks like he's going to return at quarterback. And I think Elijah Gray will welcome Yates' presence again. So here we go. 3 receivers to the right. Yates fields the snap. Now he takes off to the right side, and this might be a run lane violation again. Yep, there it is. Started off running to the right, outside the hash marks. So another 10-yard penalty will back him all the way up to the 25. So 1st and goal from the 25 now. Four downs to move it 25 yards and put it in the house here. It's been a low-scoring second half so far. Just 1 touchdown between the 2 teams. That was by Nebraska. It was 40-8 at halftime. Now it's 46-8. Here's the snap to Yates. Rolls out to the right. Nope, they put in Gray back at quarterback. Throws it over the middle on the run. And Keon Mosey jukes around defenders and takes it in for the touchdown. Holy cow. 25 yards from Elijah Gray to Keon Mosey. Here's the snap. They're going for 1 from the 5, and Gray throws to the back of the end zone for the 1-point conversion. And with 12 minutes and 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 54-8.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to kirchensonjewelry.com.
There was a penalty on the throw-off. And let's... face mask on the throwing team. All right. So they had the scoreboard wrong in here. It's 53-8 Nebraska over Iowa with 12:27 to go in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard had 54, but it is 53 after they made the 1-point conversion from the 5-yard line. And now the Woo will take over after the penalty yardage at the 18-yard line in their own territory. I hope they'll move it back to the 16 instead. So they get the chains, the down marker, all situated. And we are just about ready to go here with this drive. Trayvon Colbert is continuing to play quarterback here for the Woo after Vernon Sharp was injured earlier here in the second half. And he throws a left, caught quickly here on the near side by Owusu. And short yardage here. From the 16 to the 18, that gains 2 yards. Second down and 8. Line to gain is the 24-yard line in siege territory. Here's the snap to Colbert. Over the middle, it is picked off. Evan Simons taking it back, and a flag comes in during the return. So many penalties here throughout this second half. There's just no flow or rhythm to this game at all. So Jaleel Holmes gets called for the illegal block at the back. And it was during the return. So that'll back it up to the 22-yard line in Iowa Woo territory. That is where the siege will start this drive. You got Mosey in the backfield with Elijah Gray playing quarterback. Sweep play to left, it's Mosey, lowers the shoulders. Burrows his way down inside the 15-yard line. And looks to have gained about 8 yards. So keeping it on the ground here to start this drive. Now it'll be 2nd and 2. Down to the 13-yard line. The line to gain is 11. Motion man in the backfield, it's Davis. Inside zone to the right. Mosey, the running back, down inside the 10-yard line toward the 5. And this one will pick up about 7 yards. Now an official's timeout here. With 10:39 to go in the fourth quarter. There was an injured siege player near the back of the end zone, Vince Brown. And now he's back up to his feet. And we're just about ready to resume action. A member of the training staff is still out there for Nebraska. And Brown will come back over toward the sideline. Looks like he'll exit the game here. And now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for the Nebraska Siege. They lead at 53-8 and a chance to score some more right here. All right, here we go. Gray still playing quarterback. Mosey's lined up as a running back. Davis, a receiver on the right side, and Dudley on the left side. Here's a throw toward the back of the end zone. In and out of Jaleel Holmes' hands. There was some hard contact, great coverage in the back of the end zone. And now it's an incompletion. Second and goal from the 4. And now we're under 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 9:55 and ticking. They line up with a single receiver to each side. Dudley left and Davis right. Now Dudley motions to the right side. It's a handoff to Mosey and tumble down after little to no gain. It'll bring up a third and goal. No gain officially. Now Keon Mosey has 5 rushes for 27 yards. Good for 5.44 per carry. Third and goal from the 4. Empty backfield now for Gray. He takes a snap, back to pass, lobs it, back of the end zone. Easy catch, wide open. Daquan Dudley for the score. And that is his 3rd touchdown reception of the game. 5 receptions total. And they'll go for 1 from the 5-yard line. A single receiver to each side and a running back in the formation to the right of the quarterback. 1-point conversion attempt. Gray takes the snap, looking toward the end zone now, takes off outside, shovels it toward the back of the end zone and incomplete. And with 8:13 to go in the fourth quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 53-8.
Now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready to refresh your bath or kitchen? Murphy's Heating and Plumbing has your perfect match. From stunning showers to modern toilets, explore endless possibilities in Murphy's exclusive vendor showroom. Stop by on Highway 3 East in Hampton or call for your personal showroom tour. Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, transforming your dreams into reality.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Eight 10 to go in the fourth quarter. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 59-8. It was a 4-yard touchdown pass from Elijah Gray to Daquan Dudley. And here is the throw-off. Returnable for Iowa. Colbert back inside the 5-yard line and chopped down. A flag has been thrown. And yet another stoppage of play. See what the head ref has to say. The Woo have committed a lot of penalties here in today's game, which was a problem early on in the season. However, they had kind of cleaned that up toward the middle of the season. Wasn't a huge issue in last week's game against the Eau Claire Axemen, but today it has been a problem to a much greater extent. The penalty will push the ball back to the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
So Colbert is back out to play quarterback. Leslie Owusu is lined up as the left side receiver. Here's the snap. Colbert throws it over the middle, short of the intended receiver. In fact, Evan Simons, one of the defensive backs of the Siege, was the closest player to the area of that pass. So Trayvon Colbert now 1 for 3 passing in the game after coming in to replace Vernon Sharp, who was injured earlier in the game. 59-8 Nebraska. Iowa's only touchdown came back in the first half. Snap is bobbled, picked up, able to get it away. And it's caught by Trey Henderson for a short gain out to the 4-yard line. Colbert to Henderson for 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and long. Trey Henderson now 3 catches for 47, making 48 yards. Line to gain is the 11-yard line. The line of scrimmage is 4. And now it's a QB keeper. Colbert takes it outside, gets a first down, and brought down along the sideline.
That's a first down for the Woo!
7 yards on the ground by Trayvon Colbert. Moves the sticks. Colbert alone in the backfield, sends Owusu in motion. And throws to left. It's about a 5-yard curl. Owusu still on the ground. He lost the football. Scramble for it. And they blow the play dead. And it looks like it is going to stay with the Woo. They ruled him down before the fumble. That'll be an 8-yard gain to Leslie Owusu through the air. The former UNI Panther himself. 2nd and 2 from the 19-yard line. The line to gain is the 21. We're down to 5.5 minutes to go in the game, with the Siege leading 59-8. Here's a quick pass to the right side, deflected down by David Brown of the Siege. And now it'll be a 3rd and 2. Iowa will finish the season at 3-5 overall. Nebraska will be 7-1 going into the playoffs. Third and 2. Colbert takes it right, goes back to the left. At that point, he was locked into throwing it. Ends up going backwards for about 3 yards. So that'll bring up 4th and a long 4. And the Woo will go for it. Empty backfield here for Colbert. And now it's an off-target snap once again. Throws it up for grabs. Goes out of bounds. That'll be an incomplete pass. And a turnover on downs for the Woo with 3:55 to go in the game. And they trail the Nebraska Siege 59-8. Well, it's been that kind of game here for the Woo tonight. And that was the first time that they had a bad snap that didn't directly result in a turnover. It still ended up being a turnover on downs, but it was not a takeaway by the other team. First and 10 from the Siege at the 16-yard line of Iowa. Elijah Gray is playing quarterback once again. Dudley and Davis, the receivers on the right side. Here's the snap. And it's a handoff. Nope, QB keeper, they fake the handoff. And Gray goes backwards for about 3 yards. Elijah Gray now 9 rushes for 35 yards. Second and 13 coming up. And they're letting a lot of time run off between snaps here, as you would expect. They snap it at 5 seconds. Sweep play to the left. It's Dudley. Looks to turn the corner on the end around. Gains minimal yardage. Down to the 19. They'll say he picked up 1. Dudley's first rush of the game right there. Now it's 3rd and 11. Line to gain is the 7-yard line down in Iowa territory. And they'll snap it from the 18. Low snap, picked up by Gray. Deep over the middle, incomplete pass. They're looking to get it to Dudley, but Frankie Solomon, the defensive back in coverage, was stride for stride with his receiver the whole way. Now it'll be a 4th and long. And it looks like that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning of the second half. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 59-8.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
It's the 2-minute warning of the second half. The Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 59-8. And it'll be a 4th down and 11 coming up for the Nebraska Siege. So here they come out to the field. Line of scrimmage is the 18-yard line. The line to gain is the 7. All right. Siege will look for one final conversion here. Woo will look for one final stop. Try to go to work on offense here for the last time this season. Let's see how it plays out. Gray is alone in the shotgun. Dudley and Davis, the receivers to the right side, and a single receiver left. Here's the low snap, looking over the middle. Oh, he gets crunched in the backfield. Toppled over in menacing fashion by Jay Wright, the linebacker. That'll be a loss of 8 yards, and Iowa will take over on downs. A minute 54 to go in the game. Siege 59, Woo 8. And remember, Iowa's got a backup quarterback out there with Trayvon Colbert after Vernon Sharp Was injured earlier in the second half. They'll start at the 24-yard line in enemy territory. Here's a snap, hits a pitch play to the left. Taking it down to the near sideline. Kyvon Smith. And the clock will stop at a minute 47 as that one went to the sideline and hit the sideboards. 4 yards on that game by Smith. Second down and 6 now. Colbert, quick throw over the middle. Looking for the sideline. And down inside the 5. Apologies, those numbers are nearly impossible to see. That was Leslie Owusu on the catch and around that time. Gains 22 yards through the air from Trayvon Colbert. Now it's a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Colbert looks to pass. Got some time to throw. Throws to left, nearly intercepted. Looking for Owusu. Jason Serta, one of the linebackers out there for Nebraska, had to hit him in the chest. Could not hang on. And there's a minute and 10 seconds left in the game. The clock does stop, like traditional football, after the 2-minute warning in each half. Second and goal from the 4. Colbert in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to pass. Takes off toward the right, throws, and incomplete once again. Serta there in pass coverage for the Siege. Trayvon Colbert is 4 of 10 for 35 yards, including an interception, since he came in at backup quarterback. A minute and 5 seconds left in the game. And here we go. 3rd and goal from the 4. Colbert's pass. Sets the feet. Now dancing around to the pocket. Throws left. Incomplete. Holy cow. That was caught and dropped by Malik Allen. And now it's 4th and goal from the 4. 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here's the snap. Rolling out right, throwing to the end zone, caught for the Iowa Woo touchdown. The catch is made by Leslie Owusu. And the Woo have scored for the 2nd time tonight. Trayvon Colbert to Leslie Owusu for 4 yards and a score. Owusu's 1st touchdown of the game. So they'll go for 2 from the 10-yard line. Here's the snap. Colbert looking to pass. Flushed out to the left. Spun down. Somehow stays up. Extended the arm to keep him up and throws it out the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So with 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter, the Nebraska Siege lead the Iowa Woo 59-14.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
.47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The Iowa Woo lead, or trail the Nebraska Siege 59-14. And the Woo are going to do an onside 4th and 20 attempt here. So they'll try to keep possession here rather than the throw off from their own 5-yard line. And the snap bounces to the back of the end zone, and Trayvon Colbert is going to get swallowed up for a safety. So that'll make it 61-14. And now they'll need to do the throw off. Teams will come back over to the sideline. Should just be able to stay out there and do it again. Obviously, since there's no kicking, you can't do an onside kick. So you can just try a 4th and 20 from your own 5-yard line to try to keep possession instead. All right, so here comes the teams back out onto the field. Okay, so due to the fact that there was a safety on that, they must not have to. Let's see. That's an interesting caveat there in the rules. If there's a safety that occurs on that 4th and 20 attempt, so they will do the throw off now. And they'll send out Frankie Solomon to do the throw off, and Kevin Davis will be back to return here for the Siege with 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. All right, here's the throw off. They'll toss it up to the sideline. Doesn't even make it 20 yards. And it goes out of bounds. All right, so illegal throw is the penalty. And Nebraska will get the ball at the 25-yard line. 47 seconds left in the game. The Siege lead the Woo 61-14. So Nebraska will move to 7-1 and will be the top seed in the Arena League playoffs and get home field advantage. The Woo will end their season at 3-5. All right, so they're going to come out and run around a little bit, and then they'll do a kneel down with Elijah Gray. Back to the 18-yard line that goes backwards for 8. And Victor Mann will use his timeouts. So they now have 1 left. That'll stop the clock with 32 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Well, 3-5 on the season here for the Iowa Woo. That's what it's going to end up being. A couple losses to start the year, but ended up with a win over the Eau Claire Axemen. Beat them last week here at home as well, so 2 wins over Eau Claire, and then got an upset win over the St. Joseph Goats a few weeks back on the road. And that is how Iowa's season plays out. Losses to Monroe, Memphis, St. Joseph, Nebraska, and Nebraska. So here's going to be a kneel down again. Back to the 10-yard line. And Victor Mann will use his final timeout. Stopping the clock with 27 seconds left. So their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll need to burn some clock here on this last one, because the play clock only resets to 20 seconds, and the game clock is at 20 right now. Or 27, excuse me. So, and they don't have a whole lot of breathing room. The snap is going to be taken to the 5-yard line. Here it is. Got to kind of run around a little bit. Yep. Daquan Dudley then ultimately takes a knee. back at the 5-yard line, and it looks like they will not have to snap it again. 9 seconds left, and that will be it. Final score, the Nebraska Siege 61, the Iowa Woo 14. All right, I'll give you some final stats, and then we will wrap it up here for the Iowa Woo season. Let's take a look at the passing numbers here for the Woo. Vernon Sharp was 14 of 37 for 148 yards, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And then Trayvon Colbert was 5 of 12 for 39 yards, including a touchdown and an interception. So in total, the Woo were 19 of 49 for 187 yards. Vernon Sharp had 3 rushes for 24 yards. Trayvon Colbert 4 for 4. Kyvon Smith 1 for 4. Receiving, Kyvon Smith had 5 for 48. Trey Henderson had 3 for 48, including a touchdown. Leslie Owusu had 5 for 40 with a touchdown. Trayvon Colbert 2 for 28. Harold Brooks 1 for 3. Daniel Walker 1 for 3. In total, the Woo had 219 yards of offense. And for the Nebraska Siege, Sanga Yates was 14 of 24 with 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, 175 yards. Elijah Gray was 4 for 6 with 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 45 yards. Top rusher was Keon Mosey with 5 for 27. Sanga Yates had 5 for 10 and a touchdown. Elijah Gray had 12 for 11. And receiving, the top receiver was Daquan Dudley, 5 catches, 64 yards, 3 touchdowns. Keon Mosey had 3 for 33 with a touchdown. Kevin Davis 1 for 25. And that was a touchdown. Vince Brown 3 for 28 with 2 touchdowns. Joseph Hampton 1 for 9. David Brown 4 for 34 and a touchdown. And in total, Nebraska had 264 yards of offense. So the Siege finished the regular season 7-1. They will be the top seed in the Arena League playoffs. The Woo have their season come to a close at 3-5 overall. Thanks for tuning in to Iowa Woo football here throughout their 4 home games this season with Radio On The Go Sports. It has certainly been a pleasure. Once again, today's final score, the Nebraska Siege 61, the Iowa Woo 14 in the Arena League regular season finale. This has been the Arena League football from Radio On The Go Sports. I'm John Monaco reporting. Good night from inside the Unidome.